This video on the 8.1 applications of the Pythagorean theorem worksheet is in case you had problems drawing the pictures that go with the Pythagorean theorem problems. And so if you haven't tried drawing the pictures yet, you should stop this video and go and try them. If you've already drawn the pictures or tried to draw the pictures, then you can go ahead and proceed and verify whether your pictures match the way I'm drawing them. So in the first question, if the legs in an isosceles right triangle are 6 units long, find the length of the hypotenuse. Isosceles right triangle. So an isosceles right triangle means that two lengths in the right triangle are equal. And it's finding the length of the hypotenuse. The two sides are both 6 units long, 6 units long, 6 units long. Use that to find the hypotenuse. Number 2, Eva Lewis wants to put an underground sprinkler system in her backyard. Drawing the system is shown. About how many feet of water pipe will Eva need? So it shows in the diagram that there are 3 pipes. And so you need to figure out the total length of water pipe that she needs. So that's 1, 2, 3 all together. So to find this one that's not labeled, you need to view this as a right triangle. And so if this side is 56, that makes this side 56 feet as well. And this is a right angle. So then we've got a right triangle that we can use to find that question mark. Number 3, Jackson is 54 miles from Lazy R Resort. Ontario is 31 miles south of Jackson. Land developer proposes building a shortcut road to directly connect Ontario and Lazy R. So draw a picture, find the length of the new road. So Jackson is 54 miles from Lazy R Resort. So I'm going to use I'm going to have Jackson is right here, and it's 54 miles from the Lazy R Resort. There's Lazy R Resort. Ontario, let's see, this is 54 miles. Ontario is 31 miles south of Jackson. So if here's Jackson, 31 miles south is where Ontario is. And a land developer proposes building a shortcut road to directly connect Ontario and Lazy R. So we're going to connect it directly, meaning the shortest distance, straight line between Ontario and Lazy R. I should label that Ontario is 31 miles south of Jackson. Find the length of this new road, so we need to find that one. So if you struggled with this one, part of the reason is that there's actually a word that's kind of missing from this one. It's very important for us to realize that Jackson is 54 miles due east or due west from Lazy R Resort, so this north-south road is actually going to be perpendicular to this east-west road. If it's 54 miles in any direction, that makes our task we would have enough information to find it otherwise. But this is a common type of problem where it would say Jackson is 54 miles due west from Lazy R Resort. Sorry about that missing piece. Number 4, A television screen measures approximately 15.5 inches high and 19.5 inches wide. Televisions are advertised by giving the approximate length of the diagonal. So your television screen is typically a rectangle. It's 15.5 inches high and 19.5 inches wide, and it's advertised by the length of the diagonal. So the diagonal of the TV screen is what we need to use to describe how big this TV screen is. And so because it's a rectangular screen, that creates a right triangle within the TV. Number 5. A 6-foot ladder is placed against a wall with its base 2 feet from the wall. How high above the ground is the top of the ladder? So there's a wall and the ground, and then a ladder is placed against the wall with its base 2 feet from the wall. So here's my ladder. I'll add a little bit to it to make it look a little bit more like a ladder. It's a 6-foot ladder, so the length of the ladder is 6 feet. It's placed against a wall that we always assume is upright, so it makes a right angle with the ground. And the ladder is placed with its base of the ladder 2 feet from the wall. So this bottom length is 2. How high above the ground is the top of the ladder? How high above the ground is the top of the ladder? That's that height. Okay. Number 6, find the length of AC. So AC is the diagonal across the base of the figure. And so if it's a rectangular prism, just means that the bottom of this is a rectangle, and so this is a right angle here in the corner that has 7.2 as one leg and 9.6 as the other leg. What's the length of AC, the hypotenuse? Once you find that, then it has to find the length of AG. Well, from A to G, didn't quite draw that straight. From A to G makes a right triangle because this vertical line GC is perpendicular to the base. And so whether you do DCG, but that doesn't help us, but ACG, that triangle, we just found the length of AC. We're given the height of the prism. CG is the same as EA, so it's 3.5. And so we can use the length of AC and the height GC to help us find the hypotenuse AG.